G20's tourism group is meeting at Srinagar's SKICC. Son of the soil, the Member of Parliament from Jammu and Kashmir and the host minister, Dr. Jitender Singh, is here to welcome them. So, as a Jammu Kashmir resident, the first thoughts, we are seeing for the first time so many international delegates coming to Jammu and Kashmir, coming to Srinagar for a meeting of this scale. The world media is watching.
Yeah, I think to add to what has been said over the last few days, that this is also an occasion for us to showcase the enormous change that has happened, the transformation that has happened in Jammu and Kashmir under Prime Minister Modi. I think this is also going to send out a message loud and clear, far and wide, that the common man in Kashmir wants to move on. The common citizen, if you go around, since you've been there since yesterday, so have we, and over the next 2 days you'll have ample opportunity to see. The common man walking in these streets, lanes of Srinagar, has seen 2 generations of Kashmiris getting sacrificed at the altar of Pak-sponsored terrorism. There is no more to miss the bus because, and just remember that the Kashmir youth, the youth of Kashmir is highly aspirational. Sometimes I tend to think that he's more aspirational than his counterparts in many other parts of the country. He's aspirational, he's well informed, he's awakened, he's also intelligent, forward-looking, and therefore he doesn't want to miss the bus. He's seeing the enormous avenues of livelihood, startups going up to number 3 in the world, all this happening in India under Prime Minister Modi, and he wants to be a part of that journey.
So you mentioned Pakistan, so I can't help but ask you this. As we are welcoming the delegate, Bilawal Bhutto Zardari has gone to POK. He wants to make his own case about what he thinks about Kashmir. His all-weather ally China has refused to come here, as has Turkey and Saudi Arabia.
No, I think as far as Pakistan is concerned, it hardly deserves to be discussed because ever since 1947, Pakistan could never reconcile to the fact that Jammu Kashmir was a part of India, and therefore they have to keep raising that bogey and keep the pot boiling for also their own domestic reason. Whoever is there in the seat of power in Islamabad has to keep raising the Kashmir bogey. But regardless of what those in power in Islamabad say, I think if you could do a survey, even in the lanes of the Pak-occupied Jammu Kashmir, you'll find most of the people would, if given a choice, opt to be a part of India.
Yes.
So that is the change which has happened at the ground level. And that is the change which has also happened in Jammu and Kashmir, including Kashmir Valley. And therefore, you see, we have gone through times in the last 2-3 decades, whenever there was an event or whenever there was a visit by a leader from Delhi, there would be a Bandh Hartal call from Pakistan and the shops shutting down in Srinagar. Now it's the other way around. People are so enthusiastic. People are looking forward to enhanced income, enhanced revenue, enhanced business over the next 3 days when the delegates are over here.
But even now, Pakistan-backed TRF has given a call asking people not to come out, essentially trying to impose the Bandh through the back door. So security and the threat of terror is playing on the minds of the administration.
No, see, as far as Pakistan is concerned, it will always continue doing that. It will always never give up its mischief and try every trick in the book, as it's been. It tried conventional walls, then it tried infiltration, tried proxy walls. But the difference is in the response, as you yourself said. In spite of all those calls made by the Pak-sponsored outfits, there are hardly any for the shops. The marketplaces are open as usual across the city, and the buzz and the activity is the same. Rather, there's an increased buzz. Because of, and mind you, I think an important feature which requires to be reported over here as far as the administration is concerned, the G20 event being organized in Srinagar is not compromised as far as the business sessions is concerned. It's because I have been a part of the G20 working group in anti-corruption in Gurugram and other places. The same kind of pattern is being followed. We have a formal inauguration tomorrow morning, followed by business sessions, followed by working sessions, followed by bilateral meetings. And as a prelude to that, today we have soft side events. We have a film event. We have a showcasing event, documentary on Jammu Kashmir. We have a cultural program. We have a banquet. So it's as good a G20 event celebration as any other city or any other venue, whether it be Hyderabad, whether it be Bengaluru. So that itself speaks volumes.
So before I let you go, because you're the son of the soil, I have to ask you this. You know, a lot of people here are complaining that these foreign countries, especially the ones who are English speaking in Europe or America, have given advisories to their citizens saying don't come here. What is the message that as a Jammu Kashmir resident you want to give to the
I think when their delegates and their representatives come over here, they go around and see with their own eyes, they would be able to correct that narrative, the kind of false perception which is thought to be created by 2 sections of people. A, who are cynics, critics, self-righteous commentators. B, those who have a vested interest in keeping the pot boiling. And I'm sure those who come and see this, they would be the true messengers, ambassadors going back home to their respective native places, native countries, and telling the world what Jammu and Kashmir is today And in fact, India is today as a whole under Prime Minister Modi.